Hello everyone, so today I'm going to review my new products from Ilia Beauty. Unfortunately you will hear a lot of noises now because my neighbors are back with his kid, and yeah, so it's always like this when I need to tape. They're there and I cannot talk about it because this like old building, even if all my windows are closed, you can still hear them because it's really like a old building. So sorry for all the shouting that you hear here and there. So I try to mute some parts if I notice it's really too noisy, but yeah, I hope it's still bearable to listen to my review. So I got introduced, or I've discovered Ilia because of either I think Instagram or YouTube, because a lot of people I see now are into, not a lot, but I noticed there's all like a following for clean beauty, which I understand a lot of people want. And I think the main thing that they also got really popular because they're cruelty-free products and ethical, something like that. First, I want to say about what I'm wearing today, in case so I will not forget it. So for the eyes, I use this one from I Love Revolution. So I chose two shades, like I wanted to be like a gradient kind of effect, and yeah, I love the result. And for the blush, I used the Peaches from MAC. I wanted like very summery, like sunset inspired kind of look for today, and I wanted to keep it matte, so I only used the highlighter, the Ilia, that I will review today on my nose, and the rest not anymore, because I will show you a clip while applying it anyway, so I don't need to use it now. So this is how it looks. And for my lipstick, I used the Innisfree lipstick in the shade 12. I remember this is the perfect shade for this kind of look, so I knew I want to use this because I never used this. So yeah, that is the shade that is for my lipstick. I just tried to make it darker in the middle, like reapplied in the middle, so it looks like a gradient lip effect as well. So back to Ilia. So the Ilia that I got, I got 3 products. So the Skin Tint Serum, no, I got 4 actually. The Skin Tint Serum, the True Skin Serum Concealer, and their new highlight, the Draw-In NightLite Bronzing Powder, and the Decades DayLite Highlighting Powder. So with this packaging, this is really drew me to them, and I love that the packaging, especially the bronzer and powder, like the mirror is big enough. So the mirror is big enough so I can use it to apply my makeup, and yeah, I see everything, and I love that I don't need another mirror to apply this, so that's really good. And this has like 6.6 grams, so there's a lot for me because I rarely hit a pan on bronzer and highlight, especially highlighter. Also the powder, no, the highlighter is 6.6 and the bronzer is 7.47 grams. The concealer is I don't see anything. I'm just sad that they gave me an old packaging because I wanted like this kind of like color with my concealer, but maybe they have old stocks that they want to get rid of. So I love especially this packaging. Oh god, this is my aesthetic as well, like white and this kind of woody color. So yes. And for the boxes, so this is like the new boxes, like pink, like I think the new like in like shades, and this is their old box with their concealer, which not something I don't like, but normally boxes I never keep, so it's not a problem. I don't see the box for the True Skin Serum. It also looked like this. So first I'm going to talk about each product, and then I will let you see how I applied them and yeah, how they look. I will try not to do like first impressions anymore, because I saw someone reviewing foundation and I like the way she reviews. She doesn't like to review like first impression products. She wants to try it out for a week, I think, and then she will let you know how she felt and what is the best application for her. So I would like to do that, because I noticed with like my pony effect cushion that I just reviewed recently, I didn't like it on my review, but after I think I tried to wear it last week with primer, I did love how it looked. And yeah, I'm not giving it away anymore to my aunt because I love it. It's also always nice that there's like a cushion for me, because sometimes I need to hurry, I don't have time to like blend foundation, so cushion comes really in handy. So I'm glad I do like it now. So yeah, no, that's why I don't want to do first impressions anymore. I want to have like different kinds of application, or like at least I will try it for 3 days and let's see how I feel about it. So yeah, that will be my kinds of review now. So first I want to tell you about the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint in SPF 30. I heard they are SPF 40 in the US, but here they just make it SPF 40. So they said a skin that looks like skin, a clean, silicone and fragrance-free tinted serum packed with active nourishing ingredients and non-nano zinc oxide, SPF 30. This innovative weightless formula delivers light coverage that dries down to a natural dewy finish. Plant-based squalene 6% helps to balance skin and improve elasticity, while niacinamide 2% of it aids in smoothing texture. Hyaluronic acid macro and micro penetrates the skin at different levels to help plump and seal hydration. Non-comedogenic, oil-free, dermatologist tested. So all their claims, I highly agreed. It really feels so hydrating. It really gives a dewy finish. I also got this because I wanted a product that with the days that I just want to look a bit presentable, but I don't want to have makeup, and I want to apply it with my hand, and it's like a tinted moisturizer, tinted SPF that I was looking for. So I even asked someone if the Cosas is good, but she said it's not good, she didn't like it. So I just went for Ilia, and I like how the Ilia looks like, and I searched and looked for a lot of reviews before deciding to order it, or to order them, because they are expensive. Yeah, that's why I think Clean Beauty are very expensive, because of how they make it, and yeah, and the ingredients and things like that. So really like how it feels on my skin, that you will see later. So yeah, that is, and I think this is a mineral SPF, I'm not sure anymore. And what I learned that it just sits on top on your skin, so some people like that more than when it like penetrates your skin. So yeah, that is the Serum Skin Tint. So the next one is the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer in the, okay, by the way, I'm in the shade Aura, ST06 Aura from the Skin Tint. So I was looking online, I even chatted to the like a customer service online, and also send them my picture so she can recommend it to me. She said ST09, and I know from looking at the picture it will be too dark for me. This it's okay, but I think it matches me pretty well. So let's see if I become darker, if it will like so off looking on my face. So we shall see. And the number, and this concealer I chose the shade SC2 Yucca, because online I think for me it will match me the best, but the customer service also suggested it, so I just went for it. But I think I can go with lighter shade of this, the 1.5. I think I will try that in the winter time. So yeah, so this this is really a great feeling kind of concealer as well, and I like how it blends and how it feels. And they said that a silicone-free and cleanly formulated medium coverage concealer with skincare benefits, lightweight with a silky serum-like texture, True Skin Serum Concealer is enriched with stabilized vitamin C, help brighten and protect skin from free radicals and environmental damage. Featherweight, and on application, it immediately aids in reducing the appearance of dark circles and discolorations, leaving skin surface with a healthy glow that looks nourished and flawless, which I definitely agree. This blends so nicely. Like, I never felt this kind of concealer on my face. The one I'm always using, the same, is too heavy, I think, but this is just really blends seamlessly, and yeah, I love the feel. Both of them feels like I'm just using like skincare. It's really true, like their consistency. I like how hydrating. I like actually like very sticky kind of formula because I have very dry skin, so I feel like it will hydrate my face more. So yeah, I do love them and I agree with their claim. And the next ones are, or the next one is the Ilia NightLite Bronzing Powder in the shade Draw In. Skin that looks like skin, a clean, talc-free, finely milled powder that delivers a natural bronze look, buttery soft texture, blend easily, and can build from a natural sun-kissed glow to a more dramatic payoff, built-in mirror for easy on-the-go application, which I agree also. And yeah, it really, for me, it's just so seamless on the face. It blends so nicely. I thought it would be too light, but I'm wrong. It's first when I just got it, I was just like, oh my god, this is too light for me, but when applied, it's really beautiful on my skin. So yeah, you don't need to worry about that. I think the Novelty, the darker shade, they only have 2 shades. I think that will be too dark for me. So yeah, I love this bronzer as well. And I don't smell anything else. Well, wait a minute. I need to. This reminds me of a skincare, like a mask. It smells like that, but really pleasant smell. The highlighter, I don't smell anything, which is weird. Why is this as a? Yeah, it smells like a skincare for me. And this one has, yeah, really strong like serum smell. It's really like a serum smell, and this is like a normal like makeup smell. So yeah. And for the highlight, so Skin That Looks Skin, a clean, talc-free, finely milled powder that delivers an illuminating glow, buttery soft texture, blend easily, and can create a subtle shimmer or a more dramatic highlight. Metallic finish, which I was first really scared, but it's not metallic finish, adds depth and dimension to high points of the face, built-in mirror for easy on-the-go application. So thank God it doesn't look so metallic for me. Like the, which one did I tested that was so metallic, the I forgot the name. Jouer. Oh, that was awful. Yeah, I think that's why they're considered clean beauty, because they don't use talc, as what I searched about it, why they're clean, because I think they don't use talc, and yeah, they're using really good ingredients. But I still need to study more about clean beauty, because I want to start to add more from like clean green beauty kind of products, because especially with this, I'm really surprised how I love them. So I will try to review and get more like this stuff from more clean or green beauty. So now I will show you how I apply it in 3 ways. I did film for 3 days how I apply it. I applied them without primer and different kinds of applicator that I use. So yeah. So today I'm going to apply first, and it will be my first impression with my Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 30. So I need to work now, that's why I would use a sunscreen. So what I'm using today is the Thank You Farmer Sun Project Summer Sun Essence SPF 30, because I need to go out. I need to put sunscreen. Normally if I just stay at home, I never use one. This is also like a, I think, clean beauty and cruelty free brand from Korea, which is good because I'm starting to want to try more brands like that. So my skin is having pimples here. I still have redness everywhere. Let's see if it will cover. Next is a primer. My usual primer is the e.l.f. So for primer, I'm using the e.l.f. the Poreless Putty Primer. This is my usual primer. I just like this primer as well, and I think also e.l.f. is cruelty-free brand, if I'm not mistaken, although not clean. Now I will they said I need to shake the serum. In America they said it's SPF 40, so my neighbor is there again outside, so you will hear him. So it comes with a dropper. I really like the aesthetic of this brand. Just try. How will I apply this? I tried 2 drops. Maybe like foundation, I will do it. I don't need a mirror. It smells good. This is too dark for me. Or it's a bit sticky, like that's bleeding. It's like a foundation consistency, but thicker than the Bobbi Brown. So this is fine. I'm happy that it's not too light. I think they said it will like match your skin tone when it stays a bit longer on your face. So that was 2 drops in one side of my face. So I'm glad I didn't heed the advice of the like online customer service, because I wanted to ask my shade for this, because it's too expensive and I didn't want to spend that much and it will not be a good match. But she said I should take the ST9, but I think that's too dark for me. I knew it already looking at the pictures. And yeah, so this is how it looks. It feels like it will match me good, and I don't see like any changes. I will just put more with the one with the pimple here, and the rest I will just spread it here. It feels okay. They said it doesn't smell good, but for me the smell is really pleasant, or really not annoying. 1 drop again for this side. I just apply it like with my finger. I like applying things with finger nowadays. Okay. I'm glad it's not balling up, because I saw people like telling it's balling up to their when applied, but I don't have that problem. It's really good for me. I just remove everything here. Okay, that turns out really good. Just gonna close this. So this is how it looks. It's not too shiny. I thought it would be too glowy, but it's not. And I like the smell. I like how it feels. Although it feels a bit like a serum, but like a thick serum. But really comfortable. So it's not that glowy than I expect. So I also got their True Skin Serum Concealer in the shade Yucca. This is the shade that I searched myself that I think would recommend, would suit me, and the customer service also online suggested this for me. Maybe I could have gotten lighter, but we'll see if it will match. So normally, I see now it will be too dark, I think. moment. This smells okay as well. I'll try to not put too much. As you see, it's already creasing here, so I'll try to blend everything with my finger. Everything is really creamy. I could have gotten away. I think the 1.5 will suit me as well, but this is like good, like same as my foundation shade, I think, or darker. Yeah, I think, but this has more yellow undertone, but everything can be blended easily with the finger. I'm just loving anything using my finger now. Just add more, like here. So I know next time I should get the lighter one. This is a bit dark, but yeah, it's getting summer, so maybe winter time I will get the lighter one. It will be okay because I will get darker, I think, this summer if I will go out. It blends really good. Wait, this as well. It's really like also like a massage when you apply it with your hand. I love that aspect of it, like when I apply using my hand. So this is how it looks blended. I think it also covered my darkness, but not that much. Maybe I should apply more because I didn't apply a lot. My hand is really dry. I hope I can. So you hear here and there my neighbor is talking outside. Sorry for that. Our house is really old. That's why I don't want to speak so loud as well, because everyone will hear me. It builds up good as well in my nose. I think I need to powder it because it's too... Yeah, I feel like I need to powder it, and I just feel it's too sticky now. So yeah, it feels comfortable. I feel that there's a product in my face, so I thought it would just feel like a skincare, but you feel it. So now I'll just use my Hourglass tattoo setting or like finishing powder. This too here. It will mattify it a bit, but not that much because this is not a mattifying powder. There's like pimple here as well. I feel like my face is lighter than my neck. So, and I don't notice it's changing it to like my color. We shall see how it looks later. So I'm also trying the bronzer, their new bronzer, because I'm going to want to try Clean Beauty. And I love the packaging of this. This is like my aesthetic. I love their aesthetic. So let's see. I a bit regret choosing this because it looks too white, and all the reviewers are like Caucasian, so I should have thought about that good before ordering it. But some are a bit like my shade, that's why I thought maybe it will work, but I think it's too light. But we shall see. It's just really like kick back. I thought I will not see anything, but I think it should work. Thank God. I'm so scared that I I bought this for like, wait, this is my neck, that it will not match me, but I see it. Okay, and it blends really nice. I thought that this is even like I will not notice it at all on my face, but it looks good. Luckily, it's not really showing camera, but this is how it looks with bronzer. Maybe I add more. Oh god, I'm so relieved that it looks good, because I have light to medium skin. That's why I chose this, so it's okay then. I just put the other one. I love how fast they blend. It's so, I don't want to touch if it's really creamy. It's okay. It feels powdery, not really creamy. I like the e.l.f. the primer infused products. It's really creamy. I like this also because it's matte. And this is the perfect brush to apply it, because it blends really good. This is the travel version of the multitask brush from Real Techniques. I bought it for my vacation and I love using it for my blush and bronzer. So yeah, this is how it looks. It's really not, you don't see it good, but in person I see like a nice contour, like shadow here, like a normal shadow when you get one like on your face, which is good because I normally use this to contour my face, so this shade is perfect to do that. And yeah, maybe I try over my nose like this. I also need to contour my nose. I forgot using this as well. Yeah, it's really a good shade to contour. It's also great to contour the nose. I love it. I love it. It's too wet. The brush is just too wet now. So this is how it looks. I'll get something else, this, because that one is still too wet. This from Sephora, like from their Trouble Set crease brush. And now for the highlighter, I also got the highlighter, the Decade. So I'm so excited to try this because I normally highlight my nose. If it's really good. Oh yeah, it's really pretty. Look. And I will try to highlight here later. So this is how it looks in the nose. It looks really good. So I'll just finish everything and then blush, and then I'll put this again, so you will see how it looks later. So now I finished my face. So I used the 3CE eye color palette in Overtake. I really love this. This is part of my project pan, and I still need to use this a lot because this is the only shade I panned, and this broke because it fell. So this broke because it fell. This is the only one I panned. It's really a beautiful color. So I didn't expect it will turn out good. I just played with it. So I used this and then this and then this to mix everything. So it really looks good. I love it. I'm gonna try to make a tutorial about this look because I love how it turned out. I just tried and I like how it looked. And for blush is the Rose Beige from 3CE. This is also an old one and one of my favorite. I think they would really match perfectly, and I love the packaging of this. It's like, reminds me of the Ilia ones. And for lipstick, I will also review this new Essence what's this, liquid lipsticks. I use the Mad About You Where is that? I don't see. So I used the Mad About You from Essence, so because I will, okay, this is really typical when I film someone is doing like this outside, so sorry for that. Okay, wait. Okay, so let's see, because I will wear a mask also later for work, so let's see if it will stay like this or not, because I think this is waterproof or like a long-lasting one. So now we will apply the highlighter. I'm really excited because I like how it looked on my nose. So this is, no, where's the highlight? So we will try again the Decades. Yes, the highlighter. It's really a pretty color. I'm in love with it, especially how it looks on my nose. Normally I apply highlighter like this for like high points of my face, where the sun normally hits. So I should not put highlighter where my pimple is, because it will emphasize it. You see that? I'm really happy it doesn't look metallic, because everyone said it's like metallic, but it's just really a nice like glow from within kind of highlighter. Compare that here. It's really a beautiful highlighter. I'm really happy with them. More, because when wearing a mask, this is the only like side you're gonna see. So I really love how it looks. So yeah, that is how my face turned out today using the new products from Ilia. I love how it looks. As first impression, it's a bit matte now because I used a finishing powder, but I still see some glow, but not, I don't feel like how you feel with like the hydrating cushion from Korea, that you feel like it's really like yeah, it doesn't feel like that. Like it's with Bobbi Brown, I still feel like it's a bit glowy and hydrating, but this does not feel like that. Although I feel it, but not like uncomfortable or something like that. It still feels really good. And yeah, I can see how they say it's like a skincare because of how it feels on face, but yeah, we will see how it looks later. After I worked, I will use a mask. I think I would use this. So let's see. Like this, I'll wear it like this later. I still need to put a filter. Yeah, let's see how it will last, if it will be like lifted or not. So yeah, I always use something like this because I like it more than like the surgical mask. I use a filter. There's like a bucket here that you can use filters. So yeah, we will see later. I will show you how it looks after I work 5 hours, so around 6 hours, because now it's 5 minutes before 2 and I will go out soon, so it will be around 7 hours of my face later. So yeah, so far so good, and I'm loving it. So this is how it looks like after working and after having a dinner, I think. So the face looks great, but of course the mouth area, because I used a lipstick that day, so it didn't work out. So it was smeared everywhere, but yeah, my face still looks fine, although I see a bit of the dry patches, but yeah, for me this really looks good for any base makeup that I use. And yeah, I love how it looks and how it stayed on my face. So now today I'm going to try the Ilia Super Skin Tint SPF 30 without a primer, because I'm just staying at home. I will not work today, and let's see how it goes. So I was thinking how to best apply it. So I just have like morning skincare routine, and the last one was like my moisturizer, so maybe I get some and I try to drop it on my face like in Instagram, and let's see how will that work. Maybe it's not a good idea because I cannot see good. That's also, it reminds me, this smell reminds me of, I really like my youth. Like, is it like a food from my youth? This smells very nostalgic for me. Oh, it still looks okay, although I noticed even like the cushions, I see more dry patches when I don't wear a primer, so clearly I prefer anything like a base makeup with primer because it just looks good with it. So so this is how it looks after applied. I really like how it blends with my skin even without primer. And now we will try the True Skin Serum also with on top. I even if it's so warm now, I really like applying everything with my hand. I don't know if it will be 30 degrees if I will still feel the same, but I don't know, I just feel like it blends better with my hand. I just add more with like to spot conceal, like here, this area, to like there's like darkness, and there's more here, and like the redness here. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to apply it with a sponge, and let's see how that looks. But with my finger, of course someone is doing carpentry when I start filming, and earlier no one, it was so silent here, so okay. I normally never wear brush to apply foundation, so I cannot, and I don't have brush for that, so I can only show you with my finger and a sponge from MAC. I still need to buy the Real Techniques sponge because I think I want to try applying sponge with products instead of my finger, but we shall see. So with this coverage, I'm okay with it. My eyes is still a bit dark, so I don't think even if I add more, it will lighten it up. Maybe one more time. Just close this. This smells, there's a scent, but not as intense as the other one. That scent really brings me to my childhood. I don't know which part, but it smells familiar. And everyone said it doesn't smell good, but for me it's okay. It's not like unpleasant smell. So even if I layer it, it doesn't cake, which is really good. So I think that's the lightest it can get. Maybe if I use a sponge, the coverage is not this much, but I love how it looks now. So this is how it looks without a primer, I still love it. It still looks good. We will see how it goes later, if it will still looks good or not. So yeah, so now I will show you how it looks after I applied my makeup. It's really, it didn't lift or anything like that. I like how it still looks, although I still like see like the powdery like the powders I use, maybe like the only powder I use is like for my eye and for the highlighter and the bronzer. I see like a bit white tiny particles here, which normally I only get when I apply like mattifying or like finishing powder, but I see it a bit like a powdery looking finish here also, even if I didn't set it here. And you see, like, you still see the blemishes, like the imperfections, but I like my makeup to look that way, so it looks natural and not really heavy. So if you see, if you're particular with that, you can, yeah, it will not cover completely even the concealer. So I can apply like a MAC Studio foundation on top to hide it, but I prefer my makeup to look like this anyway, so it's not a problem. And yeah, this, it's still there, like this darkness here, so normally no one will see that anyway unless they will really look close to my face. And yeah, I like how it looks. It looks, yeah, I think it matches me good. They're not like so far from my neck, which is really great. So yeah, I love this serum from Ilia, their concealer as well. So yeah, let's see how it will last later without the primer on, but I will just stay at home, so I'm not sure if I'll go outside. If it's warm, I'll try to go out tomorrow, and let's see how it looks, but not long because of, you know, the virus around. So yes, if I will go out. So yeah, that is how it looks after application of the makeup. So this is how it looks after 6 hours on my face. So it still looks pretty good, although the chin part is a bit gone, but my face still looks great even after 6 hours on my face. It just looks still like glowy and healthy looking, and it's not too oily or too shiny that, you know, you need to powder it. But yeah, it doesn't settle in my fine lines, or a bit, but you don't really notice that much. And yeah, and the chin part is a bit gone, but the nose area, it didn't lift even after the highlighter. And this is before I took a shower. It still looks great, and yeah, I love it. So now it's my third day in trying my new foundation, or like skin tint serum from Ilia. So I first applied with a primer from e.l.f. So I feel like even without or with primer, there's not so much difference, but I prefer using with primer. So I also did my normal skincare routine, and I don't have sunscreen on because I just stay at home today. So I noticed if I use this sunscreen, it really looks better with the combination of these two. And yeah, I really like how it feels on my skin. So for today it will be a bit different because I will use this side a brush and the other side would be like with a sponge. We will see if how it will look, if it looks okay, or I will prefer using my hand, but I know I really want to use this with my hands only. So just if any one of you don't like to use your hands and prefer a brush or a sponge, so you know how it will look like. And yeah, so first, of course, shake it. So I think I will drop it here because I will use I think here is a sponge to just distribute it. I hope it will not drop. I already dropped in my white pajama. I hope my neighbor will not make noise because I just started and I hear that they just arrived. So with this, I normally use this from MAC. So, and then I wet it with a Fix Plus. That's how I just like it, and not water. So see, so you see, okay, the coverage is lower because the sponge soak up most of the products. So yeah, I think I need to layer it more if I use a sponge. So this is the coverage. It's like not so much difference with this side, so I'll just add more. Just remove everything here and like that, so it doesn't cover my redness. If you see, it's still there. If I will layer it, I'll try maybe drop it here in the sponge. It's always like this when I start filming. My neighbors are making noise and they're back. They were like gone for a whole day and they are back. So maybe I'll try to mute here and there if while editing I hear them so much. So this is how it looks. It's a bit better now, and we see applied with. I don't see any streaking whatsoever, which is good. So now I'll apply my concealer as well. Look, the areas I need, that's enough. I think I will add additional Fix Plus. So with my hand I really need so small amount because I feel like it's enough, but when you use a sponge you need a lot more. I still like how it looks. Still looks. I will add more with like some redness, like that. And now I didn't notice this when using my hand, like I see like it clings to my dry patches, so it's not that good. So the neck. So yeah, this is how it looks using a sponge. I still see some glow, but it's much matter when I use a sponge compared if I use my finger. So yeah, that's how it looks. And now we will use a brush. So I thought I don't have a foundation brush, but I now saw in my container that I have a makeup buffer brush from Essence. I think it should be for like foundation. So I'll try to drop it like this. I need more for this side. Maybe I'll do that first, and let's see. I never use a brush because I feel like I need to wash them every day because they will have the product, and then I don't think it's nice to use them again without washing the next day. That's really fast. I'm amazed. Okay, I will add more. That's enough. So that's total 3 drops. That's why I think a lot of people like using brush. It's like so quick. So quick. Yeah, I feel like this looks much more glowy. Coverage is not that good, so I'll try to put a concealer now. Let's see how that works. I don't have a concealer brush, I think, but I'll just use what I have here that I can use as a concealer brush. else do I have redness? There. So I'll try to use either this, the shading brush from Real Techniques, or the Sephora brush. This is like from a travel set. I'm not sure. Okay, I think this should work. The Sephora one. But with the with bigger place in the sun, I will just use the buffer again to spread it better. I didn't use this because I didn't like it, and then now while using this product, I'm loving this buffer brush. I don't even see any streakiness. Normally, like brushes, you see streaking on your face, but because maybe it's a light, like almost serum, it's like a serum type of product, you don't really notice that good, I think. So this is how it looks compared here. They almost look the same. Also the nose part, they cling to my dry area. This, I feel like it looks neater, like everything is seamless. Here is I feel like it looks a bit powdery in this area. Oh, well, also here. I'm not sure which I like. I like this because it's faster. They just look the same, I guess. But here, I don't know if you see that, it's so powdery looking here without even using a powder, but here not. It's like you see like really small, like white particles, but here I don't see that much, only the nose part. So I think I like this more because it's faster, and yeah, it just feels, it looks better. The coverage is also better in this area, I think. Although I see some red spots, but I like that look more because it looks more natural. For the eye area, the sponge looks better. Here it's like a bit, here it clings to my like lines. Here not. I don't see that. A bit, but this is much obvious if you see that. So yeah, either you combine it with a sponge, but normally I prefer my hand. So yeah, that is my review of like different applications. So that was my how I applied it. So for me, the best combination of this is with the Thank You Farmer's sunscreen, the e.l.f. primer, and then using my hand. That is my perfect looking kind. Like the result that I love is using my hand. That's really perfect for me. But if you're in a hurry, I think this look, it's not even so dark. Normally if I use a foundation, this will turn dark, so it's really like a light formula. So I prefer, like, if you like to use a brush, I think buffer brush is perfect for it. And yeah, and especially I just like the finger because it melts so nicely on my face and it looks so natural, it looks so dewy. That's why I prefer my hand. And yeah, the result, I love this one and the concealer so much. Everything I really love. They are one of the best discoveries for me this year. They really sparked joy that I never felt in a very long time with makeup. Yeah, they excite me, and yeah, now because of them I want to get into more like clean beauty stuff and try more like not so toxic kind of makeup from here on. So I still want to use like my makeups and most of the lipsticks. I think I can never afford to review clean beauty lipstick, so I will still try to review here and there non-clean beauty, so don't worry about that. And yeah, they're really expensive, but I got it with 10% off because it was my first order with Ilia Beauty Punt NL. So they have an Benelux website, so you can check it out. I'll link it in my box, in my description box below, for their website. So I got it there, and yeah, I was shocked that when they arrived, they're really in a tiny box and wrapped only with paper. Normally I thought, I was so scared to open it because normally these are so fragile. I thought like when I open it, it will like surprise me, like scattered everywhere, but they didn't. So I'm glad. Oh my god, I was so scared to open them, and they're like destroyed, but thankfully they're intact when I got them. So yeah, they didn't put any protection at all, only like a piece of paper. Maybe they want to be like more like environmental friendly, but I'm pretty sure this needs more protection than what they did. There's no like, they didn't give samples, they didn't give anything, only like a receipt and like a paper covered them, and that's it. So yeah, thank god that the mailman was not harsh on them, because sometimes the mailman, I think, just threw out the boxes and things like that. So I'm really happy they came intact. So I'm not sure if I will order from their site again, because I'm afraid that they're not protected enough for me to be sent like that. So if you know what I mean. So yeah, but overall I love their performance, how they look. I highly recommend them, and I'm glad. I would surely use them a lot this summer. And okay, the kid is crying again, so sorry for that. So yeah, and I think I will also review them on my blog, so you can check that more. I'll also put the link in my description box, so you will read more. If I forget something, sometimes I forget to say some things in my videos, I will put everything there. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope it was helpful for you. And yeah, please give this a like if you like this video. It will help me a lot. I hope you consider also subscribing to my channel if you want to see more reviews from me and this kind of products. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye.